off of the edge. A run-first kind of guy, but got his first rushing touchdown a week ago. He does have some wheels.
He's protected. Down.
NFL News Today.
Catch is made. Inside the 25. Jalen Reagor hauls it in.
Ex-Packers teammate Aaron Rodgers works out with him following his excused absence from Jets minicamp. In 2024, the New York Jets are prepared to fully commit to Aaron Rodgers. It makes sense that Rodgers' apparent lack of commitment has angered Jets supporters. Rodgers has had a few chances to practice with his current teammates that he has missed. It has now been confirmed by a former Packers player that Rodgers recently found time to train with him in California. Marquez Valdes-Scantling said that he and Rodgers spent some time together in the gym this week. MVS stated on FS1 that he and Rodgers went to a Los Angeles practice field and worked out together. Ever since I moved to Green Bay, Aaron and I have become close friends. Let's run some routes, I suggested, hitting him up and telling him I was heading out to LA, according to Valdes-Scantling. We went to a high school and ran several routes together when we got it in. We're doing fine. It was enjoyable. Rodgers and MVS have a past together from their time as Green Bay Packers teammates. A scenario like this one would usually spark whispers that MVS should be signed by the Jets so that he can rejoin Rodgers. But Valdes-Scantling already has a deal with the Buffalo Bills, the Jets' division opponent. Maybe MVS will give Rodgers a call about getting back together in New York if he doesn't make the final roster in Buffalo. It's interesting to wonder what the Jets themselves think of this narrative. Rodgers missed the team's required minicamp without cause, however neither party has officially given an explanation for his absence. Although Rodgers' return to football training is encouraging, it raises the question of why he isn't practicing with his own squad. The former Packers teammate of Aaron Rodgers thinks the New York Jets will qualify for the playoffs in 2024. Prior to the 2024 season, a different former teammate of Aaron Rodgers who played with the Packers is highly valued by the Jets. On the Adam Schefter podcast, former left tackle David Bakhtiari of the Green Bay Packers recently gave a positive review of his former quarterback. Under Rodgers, Bakhtiari thinks the Jets will make it back to the postseason in 2024. Speaking on the Adam Schefter podcast, Bakhtiari stated, "I really hope the most for the guy. I am aware of how fiercely he is burning with the Jets, particularly considering what transpired, and I am aware of the type of individual who experiences doubt and being written off, as well as how much he wanted to do in his first year but was unable to do so. Furthermore, I am aware of how many more years he feels like he wants to play, so I have high expectations for him. I anticipate him taking on a lot, riding the ship, and putting the Jets in a position of strength." To put it in a fancy way, I believe they definitely make the playoffs. After that, all you really need is a dance ticket, isn't that right? From there, I'm not sure. Bakhtiari has grounds for optimism with Rodgers. During their tenure together in Green Bay, the two made 7 trips to the postseason. Bakhtiari went on, "I don't think it's very wise for any betting man to say that Aaron Rodgers is not going to make the playoffs. In his whole career, he has only very rarely failed to make the cut. The majority of his absences have been due to injuries, and on the teams I was a member of, even though he missed most of the season due to an injury, he returned to lead us to the postseason. We were literally a play here, a play there, and we still came close to defeating the Niners. This season, we're eager to see if Aaron Rodgers can live up to the expectations in New York."
Zappy to throw and open. He